Good evening and welcome to Dr. Paul S. Hill Jr. Stadium on the campus of Thornton Academy. I'm Zach Tarenko here with Josh Pulsfer on TATV, bringing you some TA varsity girls soccer action. The home team, the Golden Trojans, are taking on the away team, the Kennebunk Rams, in a regular season contest. TA comes into this game 1-1. They beat South Portland just last night in a nice 5-0 win. Whereas they lost the first game of the season 2-1 to Marshwood. Kennebunk, on the other hand, is 0-1, only one game this season. They lost to Noble 3-2. Both teams coming in looking for a win. The sun's going down, the water's pretty nice here, and a decent crowd on hand, so should be a good game here at Thornton Academy.
Yeah, with these early season contests, you never know really how teams kind of match up. There haven't been enough common opponents to kind of understand, how will teams do when they fare against each other. Kennebunk losing their first game to Noble, as you mentioned, Zach, kind of probably a surprising result if you're looking at it from a neutral observer perspective. And TA having two good games. Again, one tough loss to Marshwood where they lost 2-1. And then a good win yesterday, delayed game. It was supposed to be played Tuesday, but due to the rains at South Portland on their grass field, they had to delay it to yesterday where they won resoundingly 5-0. So TA looking to continue their goal streak from yesterday.
Definitely. The goal scorers this year, we'll go through real quick. Yesterday in that game, Hadley Starr and Quincy T-Balt both scored 2 goals, and L. Jewett added one more. In that first game, the loss, Sharp Blanger had a goal. This team, it looks just as good as it did last year. Only lost 2 players that they're really going to miss. One of them being a senior who graduated, Mia Claire Kiesel, and another one was Macy Boucher. Maybe remember that name. She scored a lot of goals and a really big impact. She left TA to go to another school, but so this team, looks pretty similar to last year. Have a lot of good stars. Today missing a few players. But we'll take a break before we keep back into the action. We'll take a break for the national anthem. And with the end of the national anthem, this game is just about to get underway. Before we start, we want to thank some of our sponsors here on JTV this fall season and for the 2022-2023 year. I want to thank Packwell and Carroll Insurance, Saco and Biddeford Savings. We also want to thank the Webb Family Law Firm for hosting our pregame show and then our halftime show and postgame show. You can always call the great people at the Webb Family Law Firm if you need any help or just, want to talk to somebody. You can always call the people at the Webb Family Law Firm because they're great people and have been a part of this TA community for many years.
What are some keys to the game, Zach, tonight? TA, again, coming off a great matchup with yesterday, scoring 5 goals. How do they kind of continue that magic here tonight?
We'll definitely need to move the ball around fairly early. Kennebunk obviously going to want to come out to a quick start, be aggressive on offense. Again, TA is missing a few of its players, some of their offensive players specifically. So they're going to want to try and see what they can do, create some chemistry. This is one of those games where some of those younger players are going to get opportunities to get involved in the game. So they want to kind of get a feel for the game. And this is definitely a tough one with the sun facing right in the eyes of the TA players. For the first half at least, as that first kick is off. And here we go in the game. Kennebunk had the ball early. Now here is number 8. That is L. Jewett. And on the far side of the field, trying to cut back inside was Quincy T-Balt, one of TA's returning varsity players. But she could not keep the ball in bounds, but TA will have a throw-in. This throw-in makes it to Jowett. T-ball back to Jowett. Jowett was onside but lost control of it. Kennebunk is able to clear. T-ball trying to put it back inside the box. Keeper comes out and makes a save. That was number 0. That was Lydia McLaughlin. This punt makes it out to number 15. That's Ivy Armitrout. Kennebunk going to let it go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. And Kennebunk trying to see if they can find anybody down the line. Finding for it will go off the hip of number 12. That was Layla True, a freshman getting her first chance this year at varsity. Kennebunk trying to move the ball. Sarah Rich went down, but Kennebunk comes out with it. This is a long through ball try from number 7, Pavina Beardsley, but TA took it away. TA's had most of the possession so far in this one, only a few minutes in. 2 40-minute halves here at Hill Stadium. They'll switch sides after halftime. Here's True. True trying to turn with it. Good tackle there by Kennebunk, and now taken forward by number 15, Ivy Armentrout. But TA takes it away again, this time Jowett on the far side of the field by herself. Ashley Howard lost control of it for TA. Now Kennebunk taking it back. Back and forth play in the last 30 or so seconds. But TA will retreat back to Coleman in the back. Coleman sends a long ball up towards the midfield, but it was taken away and now sent back for a run. And the keeper for TA, Ava Lomax, coming out to make the kick away. And Lomax had a great year last year, which was her freshman year, taking TA to a somewhat deep playoff run. They had a nice upset win at Scarborough last year, where Lomax played amazing.
Yeah, TA was quite the young team last year, and they're still a young team this year. But that experience, I think we're definitely going to see, pay dividends here now early in this season.
TA is one of that programs that's usually only the girls team at least, is only graduating about 5 or 6 seniors a year and have a decent amount of players in the roster, so lots of players to fill those spots. Here is T-Balt putting it back in the center. Nice play for Stoddard coming out of the midfield, but taken away by McLaughlin. McLaughlin's kick was short, but made its way to Armentrout. Here's Charlotte Belanger, another one trying to put it inside the box. That run there by Jowett was just too short. McLaughlin rolls the ball out for Kennebunk. This long pass stopped by Annabelle Fournier. And now here is Layla True fighting for that kick. Back up by Fournier. Stoddard trying to turn. Nice move by Stoddard. Stoddard's going to send the ball through for Rich, but it is just too far. Nice try by Hadley Stoddard, who had a good kick on that turn, but just a little too far.
Creativity was great there, though. Again, TA's going to need that if they're looking to replicate yesterday's success.
And if that name, Stoddard, rings a bell to you, that would be true, because she has a older brother, Harris Stoddard, who is a starting varsity player on the boys soccer team, and she also has an older sister who did play both lacrosse and soccer here at TA, and is now at Maine Maritime Academy. So shout out to the Stoddard family, who have are what I would call a soccer family, as they definitely have that the game in their blood. This throw-in by Kennebunk gets it to Armentrout. On the ground, that kick, trying to clear the ball away, went off the foot of Fournier. So it'll be another Kennebunk throw-in. Kennebunk just trying to get some offensive attack, maybe a chance up front. This is Howd fighting for it with Beardsley. Good takeaway by Belanger. Now Belanger with speed, switching the point of attack. Nice pass through to T-Balt. T-Balt is there. The shot comes in, and a nice save by McLaughlin. That was actually Jowett on the shot. T-Balt was sitting back in the midfield. Good chance for Jowett, but a good save by McLaughlin. Kennebunk now on attack for the first time. The ball rolls down the field and out of bounds, which will allow for Fournier to have a throw in on the far side. Only about 6 minutes into this game. TA with the only offensive chance just a few seconds ago by Jowett, who had a goal in last night's win over South Portland. That ball kicked out of bounds by number 5. That was Annalise Cowing. This throw finds its way to Stoddard, but Stoddard actually makes her way through. Here's Rich. Rich, nice turn. Rich with some chance. Shoots it. She scores. Rich had the space to move, decided to stop and shoot. Put it to the close side. McLaughlin couldn't get it. And Sarah Rich gets her first goal of the season. And TA goes up 1-0. Just about 6.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, great finish by Rich. Again, she's probably TA's most talented scorer. So, again, she's kind of started off this year where she left off last year, scoring goals for the Golden Trojans. And she had a great celebration there, too, Zach. What would you kids call that celebration there? Did you see that?
I did not see it. I was looking down at my stat sheet, but
I think that's the gritty.
Was it the gritty?
It was the gritty. I was trying to set you up, Zach.
All right. I'm just more surprised that you know what that is.
I watch too much NFL.
It's a long ball sent through to Stoddard, but McLaughlin came out and picked it up. McLaughlin's played well for Kennebunk so far, but a really good shot on the last attempt by Rich, which put one by, giving TA that 1-0 lead. That's not what Kennebunk wanted early on in this game. Same thing happened versus Noble. Gave up 2 goals quickly. They had to work their way back into the game, and Noble was able to hold on for that win. Here's Howd, lost it, but picked right back up by Jowett. Howd now inside to T-Ball. T-Ball going to put a long shot on, and a save there by McLaughlin. Didn't have to do much work on that one, but TA getting all the chances right now. And we haven't even reached 10 minutes into this game. Kennebunk just trying to get it out of their defensive zone.
Yes, TA is just a more physical team right now, Zach. As you said, the field has just been tilted towards the Kennebunk offensive zone here. And again, good job by the Trojans for applying pressure.
Theron and Fournier were going at it on that last play. Fournier cleared it away. McLaughlin was able to pick it up quickly. And one of the reasons why TA has been able to stay in shape and work well here is because McLaughlin has taken her time to punt the ball away. Here's Armitrout. Trying a 1-2 pass, but Coleman will keep it here on the side. Coleman has it and trying to clear away. Goes back to the midfield. This is Casey Glode, who had a goal in the game versus Noble for Kennebunk. That one goes out of bounds, and now Victoria Ladd will have a throw-in. Long throw off the head of Sophia Notin. Coleman has it. Coleman tries to clear away. And now in a race is Jowett and number 8, Julianne Pike for Kennebunk. No one really won the battle, went out of bounds. TA with the throw, and now here comes Stoddard on the far side of the field. Stoddard with some speed. Stoddard now with a chance getting into the box. Here comes Stoddard looking for maybe a pass. Gives it to Rich, and 2 players went to shoot it at the same time. That was Rich and Jowett. Did not turn into anything, but there will be a corner now for TA. So another opportunity for the Trojans to try to add on to their lead.
Yes, first corner for TA here tonight, and either team actually. So again, Rich with the corner here. And we'll see what TA can come up with here.
Here comes the cross inside, looking for a header. No one can seem to find it. Kennebunk has it trying to clear, but Madison Ayers has it for TA. Trying to put it back in the center. Howd gave it over to T-Ball. T-Ball steps inside. T-Ball's going to take a long shot, and it's going to be just wide of the post. Couple good chances there for TA, but nothing coming out of it.
Yeah, both good looks there by Rich. She put that ball on point in front on the cross, and again, just TA couldn't connect. And then again, for T-ball there, might as well just put one on net, see what happens. Again, TA's been very aggressive with their shots towards net here tonight already, and so I'm sure Coach Charlin and her staff are very happy to see the aggressiveness on the offensive front here thus far.
Kennebunk trying to play it out of their back now. Stoddard blocked it. Now Stoddard's going to try to keep it in bounds, and she does. Stoddard might try to put a cross on. Kennebunk kept her out, and it's going to be a goal kick.
I thought that was going to be a corner there. It looked like it went out on Kennebunk, but.
When we have a second here, we want to remind you that we have a very, very, very big football matchup this weekend between TA and Oxford Hills. You might think, you might remember where that came from. That was last year's state championship game. TA won that one 42-27, and they have a rematch this year to see who might be able to maybe get that game back as Rich puts a cross on inside. But that is Corvu has to clear it away. Now here comes Kennebunk on a long ball. Coleman in a run with it against Kendall Theron. Theron now trying to get inside the box. Theron puts a cross on. Here's a chance for Armstrong, but cleared away by Ayers. And it'll go out of bounds for maybe a TA throw-in. But as I was saying before, that Oxford Hills TA football game is at 1:30 on Saturday. If you can't make the game, you can always listen to it. We'll have that game here on TA TV with some pre-game thoughts. About 1:15 probably, so you can always join us there on any of TA's social media pages, as well as on your Roku or Amazon Roku TV or Amazon Fire Stick on the Boxcast app. TA now again on the attack. On the far side, that was Corvu fighting with Emma Hussey. Hussey cleared it away, and it went off a TA leg, so Kennebunk will have another throw-in, but we'll see two subs coming in for Kennebunk. Here's number 3, Anna McCarron, and number 18, Simone Howdlett. Just about 13 minutes into this one, TA still leads 1-0. That ball gets sent way into the box. Here is Sarah Rich with it. Sarah's going to have to turn and find someone to pass. Puts a long shot on instead. That one was wide of the post, but TA is putting a lot of shots on here and getting some good opportunities.
Yeah, Kennebunk really with only one threatening chance thus far, and TA has just really dominated this early first 14 minutes here of this first half. So again, credit to TA for, again, keeping up that pressure over a sustained amount of time.
One sub came in on that break right there. Emily Coleman checked off. Ayla Littlefield going on for Thornton Academy, and that put Annabelle Fournier back into the center. And on our roster here, we have Layla Trulis as a forward, but playing in the back four right now for the Trojans. McLaughlin will let Victoria Ladd take the goal kick. Fan section growing a little bit here on the kind of the right side of the stands. Nice to see some school spirit and some pride for the girls' soccer team. Here's Belanger. Belanger now with speed. Puts a cross somewhat inside, but ends up right on goal. And McLaughlin makes another easy save. T still holding that 1-0 lead. That ball finds its way over to Kendall Theron. Here's Hussey trying to put one forward. Now here's Beardsley. Beardsley trying to put a through ball in, but Ayers is able to block it. Beardsley still has it now, sending Theron forward with Annabelle Fournier on defense. Theron cutting back, looking for someone to pass to, decides to turn instead, but Fournier was right there in front of her. Fournier trying to clear it out of bounds. And Theron will just kick it way out of bounds. Kennebunk will have yet another throw-in. This kick goes forward to T-Balt. T-Balt, nice turn. T-Balt now going to put a cross through and was looking for Rich. Almost made it there, but it was blocked away by Ladd. Now there was T-Balt. Hussey's able to keep it in, but they're going to say it went out of bounds as she was trying to kick it back into play. So T will have a throw in on the far side of the field. Not a lot of action here in the last few minutes, but TA has still kept most of the possession as T-Balt's in a race for it on the far side. Kennebunk tried to keep it as a throw-in. Good job there. Actually, they'll call it a corner. So a corner here for TA. First opportunity in the last few minutes.
Yeah, Kennebunk's, I think, settled down here a little bit after that initial rush by TA, but certainly TA still controlling time of possession here early in the first half.
Rich goes on a short pass to Stoddard, then to Rich. Rich is tackled hard on the box, and there is no foul. I believe she got most of the ball. Rich may have just kind of locked ankles there and tripped over it, but Tia will still have the throw-in. Belanger now with a chance, putting a long shot on, just wide of the post. And one of the things I think the ref may have missed there on that that last play was Rich tapped it into Stoddard, then Stoddard went back to Rich. I don't know, that possibly could have been offsides because Rich had come from an offside position. Didn't really turn into a goal or anything, so nothing that really changed the game, but that in most cases would have been a offside.
Zach, that's why we have you up here. You're the one who's spotting those little things, you know?
Soccer was my sport for many years. Here is Howd. Now over to Renee Gonvo, one of the seniors on this team this year. That one's kicked out of bounds by Kennebunk, but it's like they're calling it a goal kick. May have gone off the foot of Gonville. Kennebunk going to try to find an option here. TA clumping up that right side of the field. There's Belanger trying to give one into Gonville. Littlefield with Theron, who has helped Kennebunk get a few offensive chances here. But they still holds on to the lead and possession. Now here's T-Balt. T-Balt trying to put it in. Kicked away by Beardsley. And now Fournier with a long kick going inside. Goes right over the head. Gonville with a chance here inside the box. Gonville tries to cut back, looks for a pass. Nobody was there. Hussey clears away. Ayers putting one in the box, and a shot ends up on net. McLaughlin came out of a goal and made another save for the Rams. This one out now to Kennebunk, but Corvu is in stride. That ball ended up on the foot of Fournier. Fournier clears it away to the side, and Corvu has it. Trying to get by Emma Hussey on the far side. Hussey will kick it out of bounds off the leg of Corvu, so a throw-in for the Rams.
Definitely want to thank you for joining this broadcast tonight. We've had a very busy week here at TATV to kind of kickstart our fall sports campaign of coverage. Tuesday we had great field hockey matchup, 1-0 victory for TA. Yesterday we had the boys soccer afternoon matchup. Tough loss to a strong perennial power in South Portland.
But some great goals in that game.
Very, very good goals by TA, two very good ones. And then obviously tonight, and as Zach previewed, we have a huge football matchup, perhaps the biggest of the year here already in week 2. Oxford Hills coming to TA.
Gonville puts a shot on. Nice save there by McLaughlin. Unfortunately, we will not have Josh Pulsford for that broadcast. He'll be on the field helping out the football team as a coach. But we will have myself and Cole Purvis will be on the call, as well as Jeff Christianberry helping out with tech and the camera. Foul there called on Kennebunk on Stoddard, so a free kick for Belanger.
I think this might be, Zach, not trying to hype you up too much, but this might be our first time ever having two students leading the call for a football game here at TA.
I think so, because last year I did most of the games alongside Jim Toomey,
Friend of the TATV.
Yep, and before that it was the great people at Munsing Media, who had done it for, I believe, over 10 years
since 2011. Yeah, so roughly 10 years.
Roughly 10 years. So yeah, it'll be very exciting, and I know Cole is just as excited as I am, because this is probably the one of the biggest matchups TA will have all year. Unfortunately, it's in week 2. I wish this would have been like maybe one of the later games this season, but it'll still be a great game. At a perfect time too, 1:30 in the afternoon. We'll have a lot of people here.
Nice and warm day too. Looks like a nice sunny afternoon. So great for broadcasting, great for football, great for fans. It sounds like win-win-win on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Under 20 minutes to go in the first half. TA still leading 1-0. Kennebunk trying to play aggressive on the far side. T-ball is pushed into the corner. T-ball getting a couple elbows in the back. Not happy with that call. Ayers now trying to turn, kicked out of bounds by Kennebunk. Kennebunk's finding that being aggressive forces TA to make a play quickly. Ayers trying to throw it inside the box. Was looking for Brianna Arsenal. Could not make it there. This one now cleared forward, and a chance on a rush here for Anna McCarran. Fournier will have to get out of bounds to relieve pressure. It is Anna McCarran. McCarran trying to keep it in bounds, but could not, so it'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. This one ends its way back to Ayers. Ayers going to try to turn outside with it. Ayers goes inside, looks for a long pass. This one taken down by Noteen. Noteen puts a long shot on it, got blocked down by Fournier, and Fournier clears it away to Belanger. Excuse me, this is Gonville. Gonville now looking for T-ball. T-ball fighting for it. Here's Ella Heibarger. Heibarger puts it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for TA. And a sub coming in. Quincy T-ball will get a break, and on back goes Sarah Rich, who scored the lone goal in this game. Rich has it now, out of bounds, off of TA. It'll be a throw in for Kennebunk. Trying to turn with it. Fighting is Heibarger. Ayers tried to clear it away. This one put back in, and just in the air, back and forth right now, but a chance for Beardsley. Beardsley, nice move inside. Gonna put a cross on. Blocked down and cleared away by Charlotte Belanger. Rich tries to put it back over her, kicked it right over her head, and got it to Jowett. Rich cuts back and gonna put a through ball through to Gonville. Gonville is there. What will she do with it? Gonville gonna try to turn, and she got hit on the leg, couldn't finish the stride to get to the ball. That'll roll out of bounds, but another good chance, an offensive attack by TA. Seems like they're getting ever so close to another goal here, as Kennebunk has just been trying to clear the ball away. 3 subs come off for Kennebunk. This long kick goes to McCarran. McCarran then to number 15, Armentrout. Belanger almost took it away for the Trojans. Long throw to Ayers, who kicked it back out of bounds. Another throw for Kennebunk. Julian Pike, the throw to Armentrout. Good turn by Belanger, and switches the point of attack to Jowett, who got it right to Rich. Rich now going to have to send a ball through to Jowett. Nice move by Jowett. Jowett can't get a shot off. Good defensive play by number 21. That was Alexa Kunzel. Jowett with a nice, just outside of the foot cut. Not that fancy of a move, but it just kind of caught the defense off guard. But Kunzel came out of nowhere and was able to clear that away. Almost a one on the goalie chance.
She probably saved a goal there for sure, Zach. Yeah, great play by the senior.
That ball is in the air. Rich has it. Rich trying to find some space. 2 players on. Rich puts a shot on it. She scores. That one with her left foot to the far post inside pocket of the goal. Another great shot for Sarah Rich. And the fan section is excited. 2-0 TA off of Rich's second goal of the game.
Such a crafty kind of chip shot there, Zach, with her left foot, too. Again, great idea by Rich. And again, TA the benefactor of some great decision-making by her, and TA leading 2-0. Yeah, not much you can do there for any keeper there. That was just a great placement there by Rich. And again, perfect shot and great result for TA.
Even with a double team, Rich is still able to get a nice shot off. And that's the one thing that she has, is that she doesn't have to have a big wind-up to get a shot off. She can kind of stand still and just put kind of a chipped kind of shot on. And that's how she scored both of the goals, is just by stopping and taking her time. And it's worked for TA. 2-0 lead here, as Kennebunk is looking for any answer they can get in this game. McCarran kicked out of bounds off of Layla True.
Well, we asked at the pregame, could TA continue this scoring that they demonstrated yesterday? I think we've answered that already with a resounding yes, Zach.
TA had a great year last year. Ended up, I think, somewhere middle of the pack for the playoffs, about 4th or 5th. This year trying to repeat that. Littlefield kind of going at it there with Kendall Theron. This one's cleared away to Belanger. Belanger now kicks the ball forward, and now Jowett is on attack, but out of bounds off the foot of Kunzel. And one of the things that we've talked about, I think, a few times here, is that this year, for almost all of the sports, I believe maybe all of them, they will not be doing every team makes the playoff format. They're only, I'm assuming it'll be.
Well, I think it's 2/3.
Is it 2/3?
It's the top 2/3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll make
so
it.
I mean, I know that there are different amounts of teams in each different sport, but it does cut the competition down a little bit, makes it a little more competitive in the first few rounds. So every goal matters, and that's something that some people don't realize, is that goals forward and goals against, which is how many goals you've scored, how many goals you've given up, really does matter in the heel point standings. So if TA can get a bunch more goals in this game, or Kennebunk can try to get back in this one, it'll really impact the standings. This pass inside to Arsenault, who lost control of it. Gonville with a chance now. Gonville's shot just wide of the post. Kennebunk giving up some opportunities in the box right now. 12 to go in the first half.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity there for the Trojans. But Gonville, again, kind of surprised that the ball got through. She obviously wasn't ready for it either. Again, tough shot there with her left foot, trying to go against the left post, and just couldn't finish it home.
Kennebunk trying to move the ball out of their back to the front. But it is again given up to Coleman. Coleman now. It is taken away by Armentrout on the far side of the field. And this one given back up to Kunzel. But Arsenal kicked it right off the leg of one of the Kennebunk players. Littlefield trying to turn and kick it out of bounds. She does. Be a Kennebunk throw-in. Too many throw-ins to count for both teams in this one. Sun has gone down, I think, mostly here. The lights are on, and I have seen some jackets go on by both some of the players on the sidelines, but also some people in the crowd. So we're getting that time of year, in somewhat fall, where it gets kind of chilly at nighttime. But this, I say this every time we get to the fall season, is this is my favorite time of year. Not too hot, not too cold. Great time for fall sports, specifically like soccer and field hockey. And I dread those November days where we have football playoffs, and it's just winter jackets and winter hats because it's way too cold outside. Nice heel pass from Rich, and now Jowett trying to go one-on-one with Kunzel, and Kunzel clears it out of bounds. 3 subs coming on: T-Balt, Fournier, and Stoddard. All 3 starters going on for Gonville, Arsenal, and Ayla Littlefield.
Yeah, if TA can get one more goal here in this half, about 10 minutes remaining here in the first half, I think that would do a really good job of just kind of propelling them to hopefully an easy second half.
Yeah.
No call there. That was a little contact down in the corner, but it'd be a goal kick.
TA has always played a somewhat odd formation here. Looks like they somewhat play a sweeper. That is Emily Coleman sitting out back near. I might see her at the Trojan head at midfield. They like to kind of play a little bit less defense and stack up the midfield. Both last year and this year, I've had great players in the midfield in Stoddard and Belanger. But I'd call it somewhat of a 1-3-3-4, where they put a lot of players on offense and leave the midfield and the defense more solidified with only 3 players on each line. That was Beardsley. Good cut by Kunzel, putting a long pass in to Heibarger, went off the knee of Coleman. But Coleman was able to recover, and this one goes off the foot of Heibarger, but Lomax was way off her line from the goal, so was able to make an easy save there for the Trojans. Lomax, the long kick. Good punt, went right over the head of the Kennebunk player. T-Ball read that well, and a nice turn, but Kennebunk stepped to it first. Coleman has it. Tries to put a long ball away, but Heibarger blocked it down. It ends up on the far side of the field. Kennebunk keeps it in bounds. Trying to go one-on-one. Putting a pass into Heibarger, but Lomax comes out for a second time in a row and makes a nice save. Lomax, another punt for the Trojans. This one bounces. Good tap down by Beardsley. Beardsley tries to put it back. This one went past Ayers, and now Armentrout is on a run for it, but just too far. T will have a throw in. Here's Ayers. Rich, another kick over the back of her head. Rich trying to turn, but good defense there by Casey Gloud. So it's back to Gloud. Gloud puts one in the air over the head of Fournier. Now on a run here on the far side is Kennebunk trying to keep it in bounds. Good block there by Fournier. And looks like we'll have some subs coming on. Back on for Kennebunk is Emma Hussey, and for TA it is Kaylee Corvu for L. Jowett. Here's Kennebunk now. Has some more offensive chances in the last few minutes. This one's going to Beardsley, but Belanger clears it away. The fan section trying to do a wave here. And
I think trying to be the key word there, Zach.
Seems to fade off at the end.
Well, like you said earlier, it is great to see some student support out here, especially on a Thursday night. So.
On the far side of the field, looking to and now trying to get back on defense. Here comes Kennebunk for their first attack here in the last minute or so. Here's Beardsley, who decided to turn it back. She's got a lot of time and space, but T-Ball was coming back from the offense. Armentrout loses the battle with Ayers. Ayers now trying to put a through ball through to Rich, but right there was Victoria Ladd. Armentrout couldn't keep it in bounds. And Ayers will have another throw in. So to T-Balt. T-Balt tried to put it kind of overhead, same thing that Rich did. Coleman clears away to Hussey in the back for Kennebunk. T-ball in the midfield, turning with it, trying to put a through ball in. But Kennebunk is starting to read those plays a little bit better, not allowing Rich to move by so easily. That one goes all the way back to Coleman. Coleman sends it wide. And Kennebunk again going in the air, trying to go over the defense. Coleman will shield the ball as Lomax is able to pick it up. We are under 5 to go in the first half. TA still with that 2-0 lead. If you're just joining us here in this game, I'm Zach Durenko alongside Josh Pulsifer on TA TV, bringing you our first girls soccer game of the year and our third of the week. We still have one more, as we said earlier, TA football versus Oxford Hills at 1:30 on Saturday. You can join us on TA TV, or you can come to the game where we will have probably a very electric atmosphere with a big fan section and a ton of fans in attendance for that one.
Yes, I would say arrive as early as possible. I think parking's going to be tight on campus on Saturday. Very busy day here at TA, and expecting a very large crowd, both home and away. Oxford Hills always historically travels very well for their contests.
I mean those what do they call them? Those bleachers on the far side usually don't fill up that much. I think for football games, usually some of their fans just kind of mingle in with ours, but I think you're right. I think Oxford Hills might fill up those bleachers on the far side pretty well. Now a chance for Corvu on the far side, but McLaughlin was able to pick it up. 3.5 to go in the first half. Beardsley putting a ball through, and now a chance for Kennebunk, but Coleman has it again, and Coleman's going to have to try to just clear out of bounds. It's going to go off of Coleman. It'll be a throw-in for Kennebunk. As the clock starts to wind down, Kennebunk is starting to ramp up their offense a little bit. Here is Beardsley. Taken away by Stoddard, but Kennebunk keeps it. Beardsley trying to put it back inside for Heibarger. Good takeaway by Belanger. Belanger, nice move, putting a ball through for Corvu. A beautiful ball by Belanger, and Corvu's got some space now. Emma Hussey keeps up with her and will try to clear out of bounds. Unfortunately, Corvu decided to slow down there, which allowed Kennebunk's defense to kind of catch up. But what a nice ball from Belanger. Almost went right to Corvu's foot. Now trying to turn, good move here by T-ball. Kennebunk falls down on top of it. I'm going to call a foul on T-ball. So it should be a free kick. Oh, it should be a goal kick, I guess, for McLaughlin. McLaughlin tried to give it over.
That was dangerous.
To Victoria Ladd, who was going in to kind of just get a short pass and didn't really communicate. So that ball ends up out of bounds off the foot of Rich. Kennebunk averts a possible giveaway goal. Down to 90 seconds. Corvu takes it away, gives it off to Ashley Howd. Howd, good turn, but Heibarger was there on defense. Belanger has it. Belanger trying to turn. Lots of pressure now. Kennebunk adding to the pressure when TA is on offense. Here goes Kennebunk trying to put a through ball in. Fournier is there, tries to put it out of bounds. It would be a throw in for the Trojans on the far side of the field. Possibly one more opportunity for each team with 1 minute to go, the way the game has gone. Here's Corvu. Kennebunk trying to clear away. Turning around, there's the pass through. Was looking for McCarran, but couldn't get it there. Here's Armentrout. Armentrout with Belanger on defense down to 40 seconds. T-ball almost blocked it there. And now Coleman balling it out of the air. Here's Heibarger putting the through ball in. Fournier gonna have to clear out of bounds. And down to 20 seconds. Kennebunk, this actually be TA's throw in, so TA with this time lift might just try to waste it out. Fournier's throw. Hussey tries to put it back inside for Kennebunk, and Howd just gonna kick it out of bounds. And with 3 seconds left, that is going to do it for the first half. So TA gets 2 goals from Sarah Rich. They go up 2-0. Kennebunk is going to need some answers at halftime to try to get back in this one. We'll take a break here on TA TV. Be back for some quick halftime thoughts and then the second half of girls varsity action.
Hey Dan, how's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
Why TAMS? Respect, responsibility, compassion, investment. At TA Middle School, our pillars are the cornerstone of our school community. We do not simply have our pillars written on our walls. They are part of the fabric of everyday life at TAMS. Student recognitions are based on the pillars. Our consequences are based on the pillars. We spend considerable time with our students helping them define and understand what our pillars mean and what they look like in our school community. Our pillars provide students with a foundation to help them grow socially, emotionally, and navigate through what can sometimes be an awkward and difficult stage of adolescence. Our goal at TAMS is to help students become respectful, responsible, compassionate, and invested young adults in the classroom, on the playing field, and on the stage. Our pillars embody who we are and who we want to be. Learn more about why TAMS at thorntonacademy.org/TAMS.
And welcome back to Thornton Academy's Dr. Paul S. Hill Jr. Stadium. I am Josh Pulsar alongside TATV Senior. We're going to have to get used to saying senior here this year, Zach.
Wow.
Zach Taranko. I know, it's kind of scary. Well, Zach, it's been the Sarah Rich show here
It has.
for TA. 2 goals scored. Well, it's been her show here. Zach, I'm a little curious about your fantasy football team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm putting you on
right.
the spot here. With you got 2 seconds to explain why you've got a great team.
Okay, so I have a great team this year because I went for solid players, Dalvin Cook and Mark Andrews. I didn't go for that random player who's just like Ezekiel Elliott who's going to get me no points. I stretched on Andrews, and I reached for Justin Herbert early because I wanted a good quarterback. I have a great team. I've got Deontay Johnson, the leader of the Steelers. I got Michael Thomas, the leader of the Saints, as my flex receiver. I have a great team. I've got a good bench. I have a solid team, and my sleeper guy this year is Garrett Wilson, the rookie receiver for the Jets. So
Ooh,
my fantasy
Jets
team
receivers. Ugh.
is great. We are ready to put some points up, and I will not lose again. Last year I lost, and I had to sit in a Waffle House for 12 hours for however many waffles I ate or pancakes I ate. So not very fun. So we're not losing this year.
Where'd you find a Waffle House?
I think it was actually Denny's. I think
Oh,
I said
Denny's.
Waffle House because
I was like, wait a second. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's there a Waffle House around here?
no, they don't have a lot of those up here in the north.
No, I was excited there for a second.
Yeah.
But you didn't win your league last year, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I did not. Nope, I had a bad
I mean,
team.
You are speaking to a reigning league champion right
Oh,
here, Zach.
I've
so-
heard. Well, as we are back into action here, as you said, Sarah Rich both goals for TA, and she is now on attack on the far side of the field. TA now going left to right on your screen. Kennebunk going right to left. They switch sides. Howard trying to put a cross on. Couldn't get a piece of it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a corner for TA. And while we start the second half, we want to again thank our sponsor here on TATV, PNC Insurance, Saco Bedford Savings, and we want to thank the Webb Family Law Firm for hosting that quick halftime show, as well as our post-game show right after this game. And also, we have recorded, and we are looking to, about to post probably sometime either tomorrow or maybe Saturday, of our first episode of Trojan Talk for this year. So we talked a lot about the NFL and some of the TA sports here. So if you're looking to listen to a new podcast, you can listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts at Trojan Talk, or on TA's YouTube page where we have a video version.
Now, Zach, I just saying, I wasn't invited on the first episode
Well,
this
we'll
year.
have you on soon. I mean, we
Okay.
trust me. You know, it seems like you and I are the only two that really like to talk about the Bruins. So when the Bruins season starts, we'll have an episode just
Fair. That's fair.
Just
Yeah.
you and me, like 2 hours, and we'll just
Yeah.
sit down and we'll just talk Bruins. That's all we have to do.
We could just do like a Joe Rogan experience, just
Yep.
like a 3.5-hour podcast.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
sure
all
people
we
would
need.
listen to that.
Yep. Be a goal kick here for Kennebunk. Couple minutes in. We talked about this a little bit in the first half, but if TA were to get one more goal, I think that could be the end. I'd say maybe not the final nail in the coffin, but really kind of put any of the offensive chances of Kennebunk down. If Kennebunk were to get one back, it could change the momentum of the game. So
TA's aggressiveness in the first half, though, was readily apparent, especially early in that first 15 minutes. They just dominated the contest, and Kennebunk settled down. So certainly, again, I think Kennebunk could strike here. They had several good opportunities in the first half, and hey, never know what could happen here. Again, Kennebunk just needs to get one back here in order to get right back into this contest.
Kennebunk now putting a throw in for Beardsley across the goal in front, and I believe for a second I thought they were celebrating. I was a little confused.
No, looks like it's just me a goal kick for Lomax, but just like that, what we were saying, it could be happening any second.
Yeah.
Just tides could shift quickly.
Ball went right over the top, but that was one of Kennebunk's best chances of the day, getting that cross inside. Beardsley's done a great job of getting both through balls sent from outside and from the inside of the field. Here's Lomax in the goal kick. T-ball tried to head it. So it goes back for Beardsley. Beardsley tried to cut into it, but Howd was able to stop it. Kennebunk now sends this ball back up, and now a chance for number 16. That's Sophia Noteen. Good defense by Layla True, and she'll clear it away. And now up for Jowett. Jowett lost control. Now Belanger has to turn outside. Belanger tries to keep it in bounds. Going to say Belanger. The ball just went out, so it'll be a throw in for Kennebunk. Here's Hussey. Trying to turn Beardsley. Good defense. Beardsley ends up with the ball out of that scrum in the center. This one's cleared away by Ayers. Ayers doing a good job on defense clearing away today. And then Jowett will get a foul on that check. This one goes quickly to Kendall Theron. Theron now against Fournier. Theron trying to keep it in bounds. She could not. It'll roll out and it'll be another goal kick for Lomax. 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the second half. Game is still 2-0 Thorn Academy.
But Kennebunk playing much better here already to start the second half. They've definitely upped their pressure here and obviously feeling the need to get this next goal here in order to make this a 2-1 contest.
Kennebunk trying to clear it back in, and now a chance for a run for Anna McCarran. McCarran's cross goes off the foot of Ayers, so a corner for Kennebunk, which is another great opportunity for the Rams to.
This is the first of their night too.
Yeah, first cross, corner of the night where they will get to cross it in. One of the things that we saw in the boys' game yesterday was that most of the goal corners, which there was a decent amount, were players covering the ball with the foot. Their strong foot was carrying the ball out instead of in, and this game is the exact opposite. Both of the corners in this game, one from TA and one from Kennebunk, have both been players trying to curve the ball in towards the goal, which, just a little note there. That clear goes right to McCarran. Ayers comes up with it and tries to clear away. They go out of bounds off the foot of Kennebunk, so Rich will have it. Rich throws it forward. It'll be a Kennebunk throw in now. This one inbounds, but Ayers, good defensive play. Curves it towards the center, but Hussey is able to send it forward. Back and forth right now. Both teams trying to play the ball over the top in the air. Looks like the fan section has kind of figured out the wave now. Took them a while the last time. They got it this one.
They're learning. They're evolving. No, it seems like the fan section has continued to grow here, even into the second half, Zach. Yeah, that's great. Maybe if we get a quick stoppage in time, we can pan over to them quickly.
That'll be a throw in for Kennebunk now. Ayers on defense. Pressured a lot by McCarran, who's been trying to get that ball around the corner, maybe get a cross in. But this time it'll go out of bounds, and Lomax will have the goal kick for the Trojans. Lomax's kick bounces into space. Rich lost control of it. That turning pass from Victoria Ladd ends up nowhere. And there's a kick through. And onside is Stoddard and Jowett. Stoddard now with a chance. Stoddard puts one in and puts it right at the keeper. Stoddard had all the time. I thought maybe she'd even try to pass it to Jowett. But McLaughlin stood her ground and made the save. TA almost just went up by a third goal.
Great job by Laughlin, though. It's like she just kind of stood her ground, too, right in the net. And, again, just Stoddard unfortunately kicked it kind of just right at her. Again, tough break there for if you're a Golden Trojans fan. But Kennebunk, again, Laughlin keeping the Rams right in this contest.
That kick by Beardsley goes to Coleman off the leg of a Kennebunk player, and it just went too far at an angle, so to go out of bounds. Almost a chance there for Kendall Theron to go on offense. Fournier, nice throw off the leg of Jowett. It'll be out of bounds off Hussey, so another throw for Annabelle Fournier. Fournier's throw goes to Jowett, off of Jowett this time, so it'll be a Kennebunk throw in. Jowett standing to the side of Hussey just to A little bit of intimidation factor there, and somewhat works. Rich's kick is just too far. Kennebunk gets it back. Now Coleman sending it back up for TA. Both teams at this point are just kind of giving the ball back and forth, just kicking it forward, just trying to maybe start some momentum. And that's really how some of these plays have gotten going, is just by sending those through balls through. But the first few minutes was in Kennebunk's zone. The McLaughlin had to make a couple saves, come out to get the ball. Now it's been mostly on TA's end, but no real opportunities since that Stoddard shot on McLaughlin just about a minute ago. We are closing in on 10 minutes played in the second half. So about 30 minutes left in the game. TA still with that 2-0 lead. Beardsley and Howd going at it. Howd is tackled by number 16, Sophia Notine. Fournier will get a free kick at about the 30-yard line. Fournier's free kick goes right off the foot of Hussey. Now Kennebunk has a chance at it. Here's Hussey putting a through ball in. Nice pass to Notine, but Coleman is there, and Coleman will kick it out of bounds. Good defense by the Trojans, but a nice ball played in there by Kennebunk.
Coleman's done a fine job tonight, kind of playing that deep center field for the Trojans, just kind of thwarting any attempts by the Rams to advance quickly up the field.
Hussey trying to clear it out of bounds. 2 blocks by Fournier, and Fournier puts it up the line. This one's sent back in by Kennebunk. Stoddard tried to block it down. And now a shot coming in and got blocked off the leg of Coleman, so it rolled slowly to Lomax. Lomax easily picks it up as we are now down to 29 minutes to go in the second half. It's a foul called there on Beardsley. That one was on Belanger, so it'll be a free kick for Fournier now. One of the things I think TA has this year that they were lacking a little bit last year was a very aggressive and not expand, maybe like a strong defensive line. Just 4 really I don't know. The word is not. It's stuck in my head right now. 4 very experienced players. That's the word, experienced, who have played with this team for a while. Some names that come to mind is Coleman and Fournier and Ayers, even Littlefield, that hasn't played a lot in this game, but she started last year, who all know just how to clear the ball away, but also start plays and gain momentum just from the back, and that's really benefited them today on the defensive side. As T-Ball trying to get a shot on. Belanger puts one on too far in the post. Jowett was on the far side trying to put a tip in, but it went out of bounds, and McLaughlin will have a goal kick. But that's definitely something that'll help TA out later in the season, especially in the playoffs, when games start to become more important and teams start to play a little bit more fast-paced. If TA can, their defense can really hold up, that'll help them. And I know it's early in the season to call something like this, but I think TA has a very good chance to make a deep playoff run this year if they can keep up with these nice wins with a lot of goals, like yesterday's game and today so far.
Definitely seems like they have the offensive firepower, and then, as you said there too, Zach, obviously the defensive potential is right there too with that experienced back group that they have. So, again, a lot of pieces to like if you're Coach Charlin and her staff.
That shot by Belanger was a nice save by McLaughlin. This one rolling out to the outside. Coleman is checked hard by number 16, that's Sophia Notine, as she cleared it out of bounds. So going to throw in for Hussey. Stoddard putting the ball out of bounds and wide. Hussey going to Beardsley. Hussey gets it back and puts a through ball in for Notine, but Coleman can clear away. Headed back by Kennebunk to try to keep it in. Here's Theron for Kennebunk. Theron goes outside for Notine. Good job by Layla True to defend Notine, who was trying to keep it in bounds. To be a throw-in for Kennebunk now. That was Howd, and Beardsley went off the shoulder of Howd. Be another throw-in for Kennebunk, making their way up the field now. Hussey going to Beardsley. Beardsley turning, trying to put a cross inside. Layla True clears it out, and Joette was running forward, but it went just too far out of her reach. So Kennebunk has it again. Here's Notine. Notine lost control of it. It'll be a throw-in for starter, but we'll have a stop here. Arsenal, Corvu, and Littlefield back on for the Trojans. Joette, T-Balt, and Annabelle Fournier all going to take a break for the Trojans.
I feel like the free substitution rule in Maine high school soccer just creates some better competition too.
Yep.
The girls and boys aren't winded as much. They can get breaks, and situationally, of course, two coaches can sub in players for obviously certain game type situations. So again, really nice rule that we have here. In
Yeah.
Maine.
Makes you wonder what this would be like if we were like some of those professional leagues or even some other high school leagues where you only get a certain amount of subs, and you have to the coaches really have to think about what players are going to come off and when they should. I think everyone is glad that that's not a rule here, and we can have those free substitutions like you talked about. Here's a long throw by Kennebunk. Layla True clears it away. Stoddard and Howd in. Trying to get that ball. Coleman has it now, kicking it away. Kennebunk has kept most of the possession this half. Down to 24 to go. Kennebunk put that through ball in. Lomax came out and made a nice save. Not allowing Kennebunk to get any offensive attack. Here's Ayers putting a ball forward. Corvu was waiting for it. Now Belanger, who's pushed off the ball. And no foul call. And the fan section is not too happy with that one. Neither are the fans.
I feel like the officials have been letting the girls play though tonight.
Yep.
There's definitely been some bumping in both ways, so certainly a more physical game, but it's been fairly called.
Belanger trying to send through Rich. Rich now one-on-one. Rich got the ball back. Rich is pushed off to the side, but she let it go out of bounds because it's now a corner for the Trojans. And looks like Rich will take it.
And I do apologize in advance here. Our camera angle is just simply cut off by our press box here, so we're not going to be able to see Sarah kick this ball in, but we'll certainly follow it into the front on the cross.
Just missing just about a foot there. Just not the greatest angle. Nice cross by Rich. The header. Who's there? McLaughlin's able to pick it up. Corvu almost got a foot on it there. TA with some great chances. That one's thrown to the side, and Arsenal for TA was in right behind it trying to get to it. Kennebunk now trying to send some balls over the TA defense, but the defense standing strong right now. Here comes Kennebunk, the through ball going through. There goes Kennebunk trying to cut back. Good defense by Ayers. Ayers trying to clear away. Taken down by Kennebunk, but good job by Charlotte Belanger trying to clear away. Rich now trying to push the ball up for TA. This one's sent back to the midfield where Beardsley can take it down. Good 1-2 pass. Beardsley has it back. Beardsley now with some speed and some space on Ayers. Puts it back inside the box and looking for a touch on it, but Lomax picks it up. Good job by Lomax to stay in front. That was almost a goal for Kennebunk.
Yeah, Kennebunk's pressure much more aggressive, as we've said here in the second half. And again, Lomax really having to start to make some impressive saves here to thwart these chances by the Rams.
Littlefield with Theron and Notine. Coleman has it, and Coleman will clear away to Corvu. Corvu going one-on-one. They thought maybe a dangerous kick off. That was Julian Pike, but there will be no call. So now we will keep playing. Here's Arsenal on the far side of the field. Kennebunk sending it back now. And here's Ayers trying to clear away. Howd has it, trying to turn with Beardsley. Beardsley is one of the most aggressive players in this game and has helped Kennebunk get some offensive chances going here in the second half. Now in the corner, here is Heibarger. Heibarger going to take a step and put a cross on. Heibarger's cross on the ground, and Lomax makes another save. Lomax doing a great job in goal tonight, keeping it scoreless. He has one clean sheet for TA this year, and other than that, she's only given up one goal. Here's Corvu trying to turn. Nice move by Corvu with Pike on defense. Corvu lost it, went off of her heel. Goes back to Howd. Howd now trying to send back for Rich. Nice move by Rich. Rich now the through ball into the far side for Arsenal. It's now a chance for TA. Arsenal chasing to the far side. Cuts back. Arsenal trying to put a cross on. It got blocked. And now here's a chance for Kennebunk. TA's midfield spread out a little bit, but Stoddard and Belanger can get back into space. That ball on the far side just goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw, I believe, for TA. Some subs going to check back in for Thornton Academy. Harris will take a seat. On the far side. This cross comes in. Saved by McLaughlin, but it's on the ground. Rich was right there, almost going to tap in on it, but McLaughlin finishes the save. This ball's rolling, and Kennebunk has it now, but Stoddard got back and makes the tackle. They go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for TA. Here come the subs back on. Renee Gonveld, Quincy Thibault, and L. Jowett, as well as number 17, Amelia Tart, and number 2, Emma Hussey will check on. Off go Victoria Ladd, and number 18, Simone Howdlett. Men's section getting a little rowdy here with 17 and a half to go. There's Belanger on the far side of the field trying to switch the point of attack. That one got to Thibault. Thibault going to send through Jowett. Nice pass. Jowett now putting a shot on, and a save by McLaughlin. McLaughlin has given up a couple little saves there where the ball kind of bounces out. It's a good chance by Jowett. Howard took a step back to try to react to that bounce. Good tackle there by True. And True's followed by Notine quickly. Notine had a couple fouls called against her today.
True had been playing back earlier in the game. Now she's playing up again, so she's kind of moving all around the field here.
Using True where Coach Charlotte needs her. That ball goes off the head of the Kennebunk player. Be another throw-in for TA. Jowett going against number 5. That's Annalise Coing. It'll be yet another throw-in here now. This one right near the flag. Can't see T-ball right now, but there comes the ball. Thrown in off the Kennebunk player, trying to keep it in bounds. Stoddard has it. So it goes back to T-ball. T-ball now with a chance to put a cross on. Out of bounds off the Kennebunk player, and T-ball will have a throw-in. We'll let Stoddard take it. Stoddard's throw Makes its way to Jowett, but it gets inside, trying to clear it away. Back to Jowett, and it looks like it may have just gone off the bum of her foot, and so it'll be a Kennebunk throw-in. This ball goes to T-Balt. T-Balt tried to keep it in, and it was out of bounds. She gets it all the way back to the keeper, so it will be looks like they thought they were supposed to throw in there. Not sure what's happening. Couple balls on the field at the same time. TA has it now, though. Here's Belanger. Belanger put a shot on from far away, and it's on the ground. McLaughlin almost lost it in her hand. I thought it went behind her, almost went to the side, and that was on the far side. That was Renee Gonville, who was running in, almost got a piece of it. McLaughlin makes that save. That was a long shot from Belanger.
I'm almost wondering, Zach, if there might be like some dew forming on the balls here now that it's getting colder at night. So
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any type of precipitation down on the field.
Stoddard puts a nice ball in the air, and Jowett is tripped up by the Kennebunk player. I think it was definitely accidental, but I think there should have been a call there as Jowett was running to that ball. You see, TA's up by 2, but that's not the end of the game for them. They want to play till the last whistle. Littlefield pushing up against No Team there, and I think TA is taking note of some of the fouls No Team had earlier, one of them being on Howd, where Howd was tripped up pretty heavily there, but No Team will take a break. Here's a chance now for Kennebunk. Trying to cut back inside was Anna McCarran. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a corner for Kennebunk. Here's a chance with under 15 to go. Kennebunk with a good opportunity here. Ball will go in, just off the ground. It got blocked. Trying to put one back inside. Another chance here, but Jewett was stepping to it. Player goes down in the box. Kennebunk still has it. Here's Hussey blocked by Howd. Maybe went off of her arm there. It's headed into the box, and Lomax will make a nice save. So Kennebunk's offensive surge slowed down there.
Yep, good defense by Thornton, though, to, again, thwart that pressure by the Rams. And again, Kennebunk definitely getting down into pressure time here. We're under 15 minutes to go here in the contest, so they definitely are going to have to keep bringing players up in order to try to force the offensive hand here.
Hussey the throw for Kennebunk. Now a chance for a run. Here comes T-Balt. They're not going to call her offsides. T-Balt trying to cut back inside. T-Balt a chance for the shot. T-Balt shoots. Saved by McLaughlin. And Kennebunk is going to clear out of bounds. It'll be a corner. T-Ball, nice move, but a save, another save made by McLaughlin. And McLaughlin has kept Kennebunk in the last few minutes. A couple saves, a couple one-on-one saves, and then was able to stop that Belanger shot. So Kennebunk, even if they lose this game for whatever the score might be, they need to give McLaughlin a round of applause for the game she's had. That shot comes in just wide of the post. That was off the foot of Belanger.
TA with 2 strong chances there, as you said, Zach. But again, Kennebunk holding tough here, led by McLaughlin.
The kick will be taken by Annalise Coing. Madison Ayers will check back on. They're going to give Emily Coleman a break. That kick goes out of bounds. 3 more players coming back on. Yeah, Sarah Rich coming on, and then for Kennebunk we have Victoria Ladd and I missed the number there. Oh, that is number 16, Sophia Noteen. That throw in goes to Kennebunk, but fighting for it there. Ball goes back to Ayers. Ayers, nice turn. Puts a long pass in. It's blocked out of bounds. Another throw in for TA. And as each minute comes out this clock, Kennebunk loses another chance at a goal. They're going to need some offense soon if they want to get back in this game. We saw that yesterday. TA was down 3-1. The boys team was down 3-1. Jeremiah Gomez with that beautiful free kick goal, and then they only had 5 minutes left. And Southport was just able to waste the time off the clock. So Kennebunk needs to get back in this game now. There's a nice ball sent in by Hussey, but way too far for McCarron or Kendall Theron to run onto. Lomax with the punt. This one sent out wide a little bit. Theron tried to block it down. Nice move. Here comes Theron and Noteen. Noteen sending it out wide and just a missed opportunity. Noteen, I think, was trying to send one to the side, maybe a through ball, but it'll be out of bounds and a throw in for Madison Ayers of the Trojans. Ayers the long kick high in the air. T-Ball trying to get it. T-Ball turning with it, looking for the through ball to Rich. Nice pass to Jowett. Jowett now going to try to get in the box here. Jowett going to try to get a shot off. She does. She scores through the hands of McLaughlin. Jowett scores her second of the season. And Thorne Academy leads 3-0 right through and over the hands of McLaughlin. L. Jowett puts TA up 3-0 with 10 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game.
What a great shot by Jowett, and that's going to be pretty much the final goal that TA needed to kind of put this contest away here with just about 10 minutes left again. But great pass there by TA again. Jowett knew what to do with it there, and again, just a tough ball there for McLaughlin. She's had a great night for the Rams, but again, nothing she really do about that shot. And TA looking to take home their second win of the season here tonight, Zach.
That was Jowett, assisted by Charlotte Belanger. Here's T-Ball. T-Ball trying to turn it. She's hit, sandwiched between two players, and she's on the ground. There's no call. That shot by Rich and a save by McLaughlin, but Coach Sean's not happy with that one. T-Ball got hit by one player, then ran into another player, and no call on the field. McLaughlin will kick it away. Here's Littlefield fighting for it. Here comes Beardsley, and Layla True is right there with pressure. Beardsley trying to put one through the defense. Nice split, but too far for Anna McAaron. Some more subs going to check back on for Kennebunk. That goes off the arm of a Kennebunk player. It'll be kicked away to Layla True. Sarah Rich puts one through, and it says onside for T-Ball. T-Ball now in the box. T-Ball puts one by, and she goes diving over McLaughlin. She is on the ground. She might have been hurt after that one. McLaughlin did come out right at the end, and she dove right over. She seems to be okay. And she is, so good goal there by Quincy T-Ball with the one-on-one. That's now 4-0 TA, and T-Ball's third goal of the season for the Trojans. Her third goal in 2 games. And TA is now finishing up this game strong with 8:41 to go.
I think one of the great things there too, Zach, is, T-Ball, she's only a sophomore there. So, again, just another great thing. Belanger, who assisted on the last goal, she's only a sophomore. So, again, you're seeing that young talent from TA not only just being on the roster, but seriously contributing here to this team.
Kennebunk now trying to get some offense going, some subs on for the first time in this game. Getting some varsity time. Puts that cross on inside. Lomax came out, and she'll pick it up. At this point in the game, I think TA is going to end up with a win here, which will put them in the win column for the first time of the season.
Second time.
Oh, yes, you're right. I just
second time in the last 24 hours.
You're
too,
right.
Zach.
Yeah. I am just blanking today.
It's been a long day.
No, I keep telling you guys. I mean, it's past my bedtime. I know it's only 7:52, but I'm a growing kid. I gotta get my sleep. I gotta get my beauty sleep, and I gotta wake up early for school tomorrow. So
You got to watch some NFL football later tonight.
nope, I could care less about the Bills and the Rams.
I was hoping to get your prediction now that we feel pretty good about this game here, Zach. But
Well, I had to give some predictions. I'm in a pick'em league with my dad and some of his buddies, and everyone was picking the Rams. Rams at home. Rams from the Super Bowl. Rams at home. Blah, blah, blah. I said Bills. I said the Bills are going to come in and shock because that's what always happens. Those Thursday night games, those first game of the year. And if anyone remembers this, I will. It's really cool if you can remember it. The Bucks and the Cowboys played on Thursday night as the first game last year, and that was the crazy game where the Cowboys they ended up losing, but they played a really good game, and it was probably one of the best games of the year, I think, because the game went so long. I think it may have gone into overtime, maybe not. It was very close to right at the end, but that's what happens. The first game of the season is always the most exciting, and then week one is just like kind of a letdown. That's what happened last year. That's what's going to happen this year. That's my prediction.
34-27 Rams. There, I said it.
I say 31-23 Bills.
No. Bills are going 0-17. Don't worry about it.
Sarah Rich's shot is just wide. That last statement, the 0-17, is straight from the mouth of a Patriots fan, if you were wondering. So
I don't know what would give that away.
I know, right? Not that we are a school in New England, or we've talked about Mac Jones and the Patriots probably a lot over the last few years.
In any event, I am excited just for another great season of NFL action. And football here, obviously, in New England, and especially here in Maine, very popular. So great to see the TA football team, NFL teams, college football's back. It's a great time, as you said, of the year right now.
It definitely is. And a great game tonight for the girls soccer team, who now has a 4-0 lead with just under 6 minutes to go. Sarah Rich getting a break. It is well deserved for her. 2 goals that helped TA get onto this nice lead. And just an update, it looks like Quincy T-Ball is doing okay on the sidelines. Not too hurt from that goal where she kind of went over the keeper, which is good to see. TA has possession on the far side of the field with a throw-in. Kennebunk now trying to move the ball up the field. Here's Ayers. Kicking it across. It got blocked down. Corvu almost got it there, and now Littlefield putting one back into the center. Arsenal trying to put it through, and now Jowett on attack. Jowett with some speed to the corner. Jowett trying to get the ball back. Jowett has it. Jowett now going to put a pass into the box. Littlefield steps through. Lost control of it. This one sent high in the air by Layla True. Corvu had it in the middle. Kennebunk now trying to play it out of their back. Gets it over to Kunzel. Howd. This one finds its way to Isabel Grabowski. This one sent back through. Kaylee Corvu with a chance. Corvu fighting for it. They're going to call a foul on Corvu. I thought maybe the Kennebunk player tripped over the ball, but Kennebunk will have a free kick now. About the 5-yard line. That kick taken down by Belanger. Nice move by Belanger. Went off the leg of Arsenal, so Kennebunk takes it away. Little mistake there. Here comes Kennebunk. Trying to stay onside. This ball goes to Alexis Cousins. Littlefield has it. Littlefield clears it away. Down to 3.5 to go.
So, Zach, what would you say TA could take away from this game, this contest, kind of bringing them into their schedule next week?
I think they definitely want to use this game as a learning kind of a lesson kind of thing. I know that the 4-0 is a great game, but TA definitely has had some points in this game where they've just been kicking the ball forward, just been trying to get it out. TA, I think, definitely has they have a team with a lot of different skill sets, and they are very talented on offense and on defense. There's a foul now by Kennebunk on Belanger, so a free kick on the 25-yard line. But as I was saying, I think they can use this to look at what they didn't do right and turn it into something they can do right. Because on offense, on goal scoring wise, they've done a great job. Defense, clearly they've done a great job. But sometimes the play in the midfield was just kicking it forward, just trying to kick it out of bounds. So that shot comes in, a save there on the kick from Belanger by McLaughlin. So definitely a learning game, something I can always take out of it. I know Coach Charland will definitely do that for her team in the next practice to say, all right, here's what we need to fix for the next game, because they have some pretty tough opponents coming up soon, I believe, the next few games. I'm not sure who they are off the top of my head, but I know one stuck out to me. So definitely some games coming up. I think they have one against Wyndham, who was, I believe, the state champs last year, I think. I'd have to look that up, so don't quote me on that, but definitely some good games coming up for TA. Coleman's going to check back in here with under 2 to go. Be a free kick for TA. That kick is in the box. McLaughlin makes the save. This one's rolled out, and Belanger trying to step to it. Belanger's played the entire game here for TA. That ball will skip down the line and out of bounds. Be a throw-in for TA. Looks like Coleman's not going to check in at the end, after all. Kennebunk's throw-in. Tipped forward by Ayers, and now Belanger on the far side of the field taking it up. Belanger is going to try to put a cross on. Corvu was there. Kennebunk clears away. It'll be a corner for the Trojans as time starts to expire. So TA, I think, probably just going to take their time. This corner may be the last sequence of the game here. One more time, we want to remind you, TA football versus Oxford Hills here at Hill Stadium at 1:30 on Saturday. We will have that game on TA TV if you can't make it to the game. And we also have a lot of games coming up the next few weeks. This cross goes in and is cleared away by Kennebunk. And we, again, one more time, want to thank our sponsors here on TA TV this fall season, the Packwell & Carroll Insurance, Saco Biddeford Savings, and the Webb Family Law Firm, who is going to host our post-game show in about 15 seconds when this game ends. And as time begins to wind down, that looks like it is going to do it from Hill Stadium. TA comes off with a nice 4-0 win. They dominate the Kennebunk Rams and get their second win of the season. They move to 2-1. Kennebunk falls to 0-2. Great couple of games. 9 goals in the last 2 games and 2 clean sheets for Ava Lomax. Josh, I want to ask you one more time. We've seen these fall teams. They've always played really well, but I think overall this week we had a lot of good games. The field hockey team won, the girls team won, and the boys team had a great game. What does this mean? Just tell me a little bit about this. Tell me about this first week of TA Sports.
I think it's been great to be back here on campus. I think for the athletes here at TA and for the whole student body as well in the greater Saco community, it's been a really good time here to be back on campus. I think our teams are doing well. We had a great spring season, so we've kind of continued that success from the spring season where we had our first ever baseball state championship, and now we are bringing it right into the fall season where we have a lot of teams that are going to be definitely in the running here come the end of the fall season. Girls soccer should be there. Boys soccer is very talented and up-and-coming team. We have a football team, of course, that should be doing very well. Our volleyball program is growing and growing. So, again, cross-country doing well as well. So, a lot of teams have a lot of potential here this fall, Zach. So, again, I think it's going to be a really exciting fall season, and we hope that everyone joins us here at TA TV to follow along in the action.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a lot of games and action this season on TA TV. So, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on TA TV. I want to thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all on Saturday for boys football versus Oxford Hills. And yeah, that will do it. Thank you all, and have a great night.